Hi Gavin, the Pakistani father and son reaction.
तो कैसे हैं आप सब? मेरा नाम वजाहत है।
मैं ना नदीम।
यार भाई साहब, आज ये वीडियो बहुत मजेदार निकल कर आ रहा है भाई। फॉरेनर रिव्यू महिंद्रा थार एंड बिकम फैन ऑफ मेड इन इंडिया महिंद्रा थार।
अच्छा, महिंद्रा कार का चलाई है।
हाँ भाई साहब,
फॉरेनर ने
रिव्यू किया भाई
अच्छा
साहब।
ये देख यार,
वॉच करते हैं
कार उधर कारें थोड़ी हैं यार।
वही ना, तो भाई साहब वॉच करते हैं, कट ऑन करते हैं, 3 2 1 एंड स्टार्ट।
I might be stuck now. Coming to the back seats. Oh, I can't go into the back. There we go. Come on. Come on, Mahindra Thar. Come on. Guys, behind me is a car that is, well, illegal to buy in Australia. And I'm surrounded by them because I'm at the Mahindra SUV proving track and we're in the off-road course, or should I say extreme off-road course, because this place has some ridiculous off-road obstacles. And I just drove this bad boy through it, and I gotta say, it really impressed me. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, of course, you must be living under a rock.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Because this is the Mahindra Thar, literally one of the most popular vehicles, popular off-roaders or lifestyle vehicles in India. If you think it looks a bit familiar, well, you're probably thinking of the Jeep Wrangler, because both of these cars are based off the World War II Willy, which of course the Jeep Wrangler is based off. Well, this is the Indian version and we got the UK version. So this one has the M-Hawk 130, which is the diesel engine, and this diesel engine makes 97 kilowatt of power, 300 Newton meters of torque. I've got it in the 6-speed manual variant here. Now in India this is available for sale with 2 different model grades, the AX optional or the LX, which is the top spec, which is what this is. The LX is by far the most popular in the market, and in fact we were speaking to one of the marketing managers at Mahindra and she said that one of her relatives had an order and the wait list was 72 months long. They also said even if they could sell it in Australia, odds are you probably wouldn't be able to get one because the wait list is so long here in India that they just don't have any available. Now the range starts at just over $1 million rupees or 10 lakh here in India, which is equivalent to just under 20,000 Australian dollars. And 20,000 Australian dollars, you get an absolute crapload in terms of off-road kit. You have one of the most impressive departure and entry angles in the segment, as well as ramp breakover angle. So this spec, the 2.2 litre diesel with 4-wheel drive, of course, comes in at just under 1.7 million rupees or 17 lakh, which is the equivalent of 30,000 Australian dollars. Now you do also have the option for mechanical locking diff. Otherwise you get a brake locking diff where all wheels are braked. And as you'll see, it is one of the most capable off-roaders on the road, essentially, in India, at a budget price level. Now, as we come inside, you'll see it definitely has a very rugged design, and you can actually option this with either the hard top or the soft top. Now, this has the hard top, which is removable, and as you can see, we have the 6-speed manual gearbox in here. As you can see, we don't have the optional 7-inch touchscreen infotainment here, but we do have the 5-inch, and it comes with lots of options. So you can actually see we have our off-road menu here, which shows you the slope of what you're on as well as your tilt, and you can see the engine specs, as well as if we head to on-road, you can see our power, torque, speed, bearing, the G-forces, all of that good stuff. We can also access Facebook, WhatsApp, and what looks like the old Twitter logo, so that's pretty cool. Coming back home, you can see we have radio, as well as car info, and you can also connect your phone for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So this is absolutely packed with features. As you can see up ahead, we have a small digital display with our analog cluster, a pretty rugged and nice looking steering wheel. And the reason I'm rushing through is we don't have too much time with this car. It is pretty exclusive here. You can see this massive grab handle. And what's really cool is every single Mahindra Thar built in India comes with this insignia which says made in India with pride. So that's pretty cool. And as you can see, the interior is quite spacious. It is very black, and you do get like some rough cloth fabric seats. So it's not like luxury leather, but you don't really need that. And at this price point, honestly, who cares? You do have your window controls in the center, just like an old Holden. Pretty rugged design on the inside here. You can see we have our climate controls, nice physical buttons, no digital climate control here. Your connectivity, 2 USB-A ports, auxiliary cable, 12-volt socket. We have our 4-wheel drive transfer case here, our rotated manual gearbox there. That's pretty cool. And you get this very industrial looking speaker system. So no Bose sound system in here, but like, again, who cares? Now, coming to the back seats. Oh, I can't go into the back. I thought this was the 5-door. Now, because this is only the 3-door, I can't directly, this. I don't know if you can see, it's absolutely bucketing down. We did come to India in the wet season. What do you think of the Mahindra Thar?
This is the extent of my experience with the Mahindra Thar. I just jumped in it to get out of the rain.
Brilliant. So that's Dan Gardner with his automobile expertise. We're in the Mahindra Thar and we're about to go on a seesaw.
Leave the brakes, leave the clutch.
Okay, use the clutch. So I'm just on the clutch now. I'm just using the clutch to accelerate up here. I'm fully on the seesaw now and I'm just using the clutch to slowly edge forward. And I'm going a little bit forward, slowly. Should I accelerate now?
Yeah.
Now I'll accelerate slowly.
किस तरह test
slowly.
कर रहा हूँ, ऊपर से
A little bit on the accelerator. Trying to ease the clutch. It's a new clutch to me, so
Stop, yeah.
there we go. Yeah, we got it. We're perfectly balanced. Look at that. Beautiful.
हो गई है, चली गई ऊपर।
Beautifully done in the Mahindra Thar.
Maybe
So
they
I'm
can
amazed
go
at the
around.
depth of the clutch. I can really just come off it basically and the car doesn't stall.
made
Even
an
in the
India
low range
cheese, yeah.
transfer, it's a very, very easy clutch. It's cool that the
Go on,
Mahindra
cut,
is
cut,
also
cut.
available in a 6-speed manual. It does have slightly less torque at only 300 Newton meters and the automatic gets 320 Newton meters. I'm sure you guys saw the footage before, but it was bucketing down about 2 minutes ago. But now it seems to have slowed down a little bit, but you can see the trail is a lot muddier than it was before.
From here, you just try.
Just clutch only?
Just leave the clutch, accelerate and brake. Just let it go.
So don't clutch, just
Yeah.
accelerator and brake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually not even accelerating right now. I'm literally just feathering the clutch to allow the engine to roll the car forward slightly. So it's actually a lot easier than in an automatic because you're able to have that fine control over the clutch. And I'll be honest, I'm actually finding this a little bit easier than in the Scorpio N before. Maybe I've just leveled up in a short time. And okay, that was a little bit on the accelerator. I see now why I'm not supposed to do that. I find that with these cars, the lighter the touch, the better they respond. And this car is just handling this section of track with ease. You can see how the torque is really available from very low on the rev band. That's thanks to that really nice and torquey diesel engine. The M-Hawk that is so well known and famous. And this is really cool. Check this part out. I reckon my back wheel lifted up fully there. And once again, I'm just not on the accelerator. I'm just using the clutch. So if you are an off-roader, I would 100% recommend the manual. It's so much easier to control than the automatic. It's just pulling itself through using just the clutch. This is mind-blowing. This will be pretty deep. This will be pretty deep now, so we'll go into the water. Oh yeah, look at that. We are properly underwater right now. I reckon that was close to a meter, and the Mahindra Thar just sucks it up and goes, you know what, no worries, because I'm a cult icon and I can do whatever I please, just like me.
ये तो रुकने का नाम ही नहीं लिया यार।
And just a bit on the accelerator, and now I just let the clutch take over. In fact, I could probably just accelerate through this part. This is a pretty easy part for the Mahindra Thar, and you can really see the difference in the trail compared to when we did it earlier. It's basically not even visible anymore, it's all water. So I believe we're coming back to train tracks, railway tracks. This is a good test of suspension compliance and how the body remains composed as the weight distributes left and right. As you can see the Thar in front of us. I'm just going to be on the clutch, tiny bit on the accelerator, but I have to wait for the car in front of me. Now this is the challenging section coming up on the next corner. This is where I got kind of stuck in the XUV 700. So we'll see, maybe I can take a better racing line around this corner, because I think I went a little bit too wide in the XUV 700. Was that correct? I went too wide? Yeah.
One second. Welcome.
Number 6, can you?
So Sahil, fill me in on the gossip. What just happened?
Already the track was, too much of wheel spin
Yeah,
and you can see the weather outside.
yeah.
It's so raining.
So now someone got stuck.
Yeah, and also the track has been spoiled completely.
Only 10
So we are rerouting.
Stalled?
देखो कैसे
Stalled?
निकल जा रही है।
with them.
No.
Oh no, still going. You can't stall a Mahindra Thar apparently. Oh,
Yeah, push it.
push.
Other car
ये
is
इलेक्ट्रिक फाइन का बच रहा है।
use some experience.
I might be stuck now.
Push it and turn your wheels.
अच्छा इसको बता रहा है कि कुछ कर बता रहा है।
Hello? Wait.
It's completely bucketing outside. I think I might have just bogged us, to be honest. This track is just ridiculous, guys, especially with this amount of rain. I'm sure you can hear it.
निकाल पैसा निकाल वो लगता है कि भाई ये अभी ताज़ा बन गया है।
All right, that was pretty hairy, that part, and now we're going across a log bridge.
Leave the clutch, completely leave the clutch.
Leave the clutch.
Yeah, leave the clutch and a little bit of accelerator.
Yeah, there we go. Come on, Mahindra Thar, come on. Yes. Look at that. Gee whiz. Mahindra Thar, you are an absolute hero. You're my hero, frankly.
ओए भाई साहब कहता महिंद्रा थार यू आर माय हीरो।
कितनी बड़ी तारीफ की थी लो यार वजाहत, कितनी बड़ी तारीफ कर दी है वजाहत। ये देख ऑस्ट्रेलिया में मेड इन इंडिया गाड़ियां, कमाल देखा ही
कमाल देखा
कि
है।
गोरे चला के तारीफ कर रहे
वही
हैं
ना,
वजह।
गोरे चला रहे हैं भाई साहब, गोरे भाई साहब पागल हो गए हैं यार। कहता है ये क्या गाड़ी है। अबे भाई जब उसको पुश कर रहा है, जब पावर उसमें, ये कहता है आई लव महिंद्रा थार, आई लव महिंद्रा थार। बेटा भाई साहब ये वही गाड़ी है जिस पे आज दुनिया पागल हुई हुई है। आज ये वही गाड़ी है जो इंडिया के अंदर वेटिंग लिस्ट लगी हुई है। साला ये पाकिस्तान में आती ना, आधा पाकिस्तान ये ले लेता। लेकिन वही बात है, ये हमारे देश में हमारे कुछ बकचोद बैठे हुए हैं जिनकी वजह से हमारे रिलेशन ठीक नहीं है, जिसकी वजह से गाड़ी इधर नहीं आ सकती।
बिल्कुल
हम लोग मरते हैं महिंद्रा थार पर यार। महिंद्रा थार किस किस की फेवरेट है प्लीज कमेंट सेक्शन में बताना। जिसके पास है भी वो भी प्लीज कमेंट में बताओ, जिसने लेनी है वो भी बताओ। यार अंग्रेज यार
पागल हो गया यार वजह, पागल
कहता
उसमें हो
है
गया
यार,
यार।
कहता है कि भाई साहब ये क्या क्रॉसिंग मार रही है,
हाँ।
क्या कर रही है ये गाड़ी भाई। वो
हर तरीके पे चला के उसने देखी है, खड्डों से लगाई, ऊंची ऊंची जगह पे ले गए,
खड्डों के अंदर घुसा दिया। बे पानी पानी, महिंद्रा थार समझो, महिंद्रा थार के आधे आधे तक पानी था। उसको महिंद्रा थार ने ऐसे भाई, वो हालांकि नया था ड्राइवर, वो कोई इतना बड़ा वीआईपी ड्राइवर नहीं था, वो गोरा, उसने उसको क्रॉस
ये
किया।
इधर कोई
सोचो
गाड़ी
यहाँ
है।
पर भाई सही ड्राइवर जो महिंद्रा थार रेगुलर चलाता है,
हाँ।
सोचो उस वो कितना
ये
प्रोफेशनल
तो बात है वजह, ऐसी चीज है कोई गाड़ी जिसके स्लिप करती है, ये स्लिप तक नहीं की।
अबे भाई साहब ऑस्ट्रेलिया में तभी तो आज महिंद्रा की गाड़ियों की धूम लग रही
हाँ
है
ना।
इसी वजह से कि भाई साहब वहां पे ये सिस्टम है।
यार
महिंद्रा
कमाल है,
थार की ताकत को गोरा मान गया कि भाई साहब ये तो भाई साहब मेरा
इन्होंने क्या
हीरो है।
चीज बनाई हो
कहता है
यार।
भाई महिंद्रा थार तू हमारा हीरो है।
लेख ना अंदाजा लगा ना, आप ही तो अंदाजा लगा सकते ये चीज गोरे मान रहे हैं
कि भाई साहब क्या
हाँ।
गाड़ी बना रहे हैं इंडिया।
ये तो पाकिस्तानियों की भी फेवरेट है, पर पाकिस्तानी आती नहीं है ना वजह,
भाई-
बात ये है ना, ये
भाई-
वही चीज है तुम्हारे वाली
वही
इधर
ना
को
भाई,
बैठे हुए।
पावर हो तो भाई साहब ऐसी हो, मतलब कि भाई साहब अगला बंदा फुल लट्टू हो गया इस गाड़ी में।
यार वजह गोरा चलाता है चीज, उसे पता चल जाती है कि चीज बनी हुई कैसे,
हाँ।
वो हर चीज पे कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करते हैं, ये पता है।
उसका इंटीरियर देख के वो भी
हाँ।
बोलता है कि क्या मस्त
अंदर
interior है।
सारा डिजिटल सिस्टम है,
वही
हर
ना भाई,
चीज।
वो भी बोलने पे मजबूर हो गया, गाड़ी अंदर से फ्यूचरिस्टिक है। मतलब कि भाई साहब फीचर पैक्ड गाड़ी है,
हाँ।
तो में अंदर इशू ही नहीं होने।
बिल्कुल।
और तकरीबन इंडिया के 10 लाख रुपए की गाड़ी है,
वजह
पाकिस्तानी 30
30
लाख
लाख की।
कुछ भी नहीं है।
कुछ भी नहीं है इस
ऐसी
गाड़ी
जीप
यार।
यहाँ पर चाइना दे रहा है 1.5 से 2 करोड़ रुपए की है।
बिल्कुल है।
चाइनीज एक आ रही है, पता नहीं क्या नाम है उस बकचोद जीप का, वो 1.5 से 2 करोड़ रुपए की गाड़ी
बिल्कुल है वजह, बिल्कुल
और
है।
वहां पर
ये
थार
देख
देखो।
महिंद्रा
और
10 लाख,
आज
इंडिया में 10
गोरे
लाख
भी भाई साहब उसको बोल पड़े कि इस जैसी गाड़ी कोई नहीं ऑफ रोडिंग में। तो यार आपकी क्या थॉट है भाई साहब, जो गोरा भी पागल हो गया महिंद्रा थार पर। इधर वीडियो तुम करते
तो
तबाह है।